People analyze beauty all wrong. They count features when they should be reading maps. Beauty isn't in the parts, it's in the proportions. It's not about having a perfect feature, it's about having a perfectly balanced face. We live in a culture obsessed with single features. The quest to define beauty mathematically is ancient. The Greeks were obsessed with it. They discovered the golden ratio, approximately 1.618, a proportion that appears repeatedly in nature, art, and architecture that humans find inherently pleasing. A researcher and surgeon named Dr. Stephen Marquardt took this further. He analyzed thousands of faces across eras and cultures and created the Phi mask, a mathematical model of facial perfection based on the golden ratio. When he overlays this mask on faces we collectively deem beautiful. The alignment is startling. Their key features, the width of the nose, the position of the eyes, the length of the chin, all hit these specific harmonic points. But here's the critical twist. It doesn't fit perfectly, and that's the point. Absolute perfection is not the goal. Harmony is. These faces don't conform to the mask. They dance with it. They deviate in coherent, compensatory ways. And this is when some flaws are not flaws. They are variations on a theme, making the difference between a sterile algorithm and a soulful masterpiece. That's exactly how faces work. A jawline that's too sharp compared to soft features? Harsh. Eyes that are too big compared to a narrow chin? Cartoonish. Perfect lips on a face they don't belong to? Distracting. It's not about the parts, it's about the whole picture. So, what is facial harmony? It's when your features fit together in balance, like instruments in symphony. It's the geometric and aesthetic relationship between every single part. Your eyes, your nose, your lips, your jawline. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to work together. Biologists call this averageness, but not in the boring sense. In evolutionary psychology, average features, meaning no single exaggerated trait, are easier for the brain to process. Your visual system is wired to find balance comforting and attractive. That's why people with normal features end up being more universally attractive than people with extreme, exaggerated ones. It's why two people can have the exact same flaw, let's say a prominent nose, and on one person it looks dominant and out of place, and on another it looks noble, strong, and perfectly suited to their face. The difference isn't the nose itself, it's the context of the nose. Let's break down the science. The human brain has a beauty detector that works in milliseconds. Without even realizing it, your brain scans eye spacing, nose width and length, jaw and chin proportion, cheek symmetry, lip size relative to the face. If one of these is wildly out of proportion, your brain feels something's off. This creates what psychologists call cognitive friction, an uneasy feeling when things don't match. But when everything flows smoothly, your brain rewards you with positive recognition, attraction. That's why you can't always explain why someone looks good. It's not a single feature. It's the invisible equation of harmony. Plastic surgeons understand this. They talk about the golden ratios of the face, but in practice the goal isn't making your nose 1.618 times the size of your mouth. It's making sure your nose looks right for you. The perfect jawline, it doesn't exist in isolation. It depends on your cheekbones, your forehead, and even your smile. When we look at real-life examples, this is very obvious. And I'm going to give you an example. Zendaya. I know a lot of you guys will say she's overrated, and I agree to some extent. But what you don't understand is she has no exaggerated feature, nothing over the top. Everything flows together. Now, compare this to people who chase single features. Think of overfilled lips, or razor-sharp jawlines paired with soft features. Individually, these traits are considered attractive, but when forced out of harmony, they actually ruin the face. This is why the modern approach to beauty is so dangerous. It's a feature-based arms race. Everyone is getting the same giant lips, the same miniature nose, the same snatched cheeks, without any thought for their personal architectural context. You're not adding features, you're adding visual conflicts. This creates dissonance. That feeling of something being off after bad cosmetic work is often your brain recognizing that the harmony has been broken. And it's not just about the front view. The side profile is incredibly important for facial harmony. A chin that recedes too much can make a perfectly normal nose look huge. Harmony is universal. Facial harmony isn't just about beauty, it's about psychology. A harmonious face signals health, youth, and genetic stability. It tells people, on an unconscious level, that you're balanced, reliable, and safe to be around. That's why we describe harmonious faces as easy to look at. It's not just visual comfort, it's social comfort. It's why certain actors or leaders are universally liked. The takeaway should be to audit your own harmony. Analyze, don't criticize. Look at your profile. Does your chin project as far as your lower lip? If not, that's information. It means your face has a softer, gentler finish. Find the rhyme. Look at the shape of your Cupid's bow. Does it mirror the shape of your eyelids? That's feature rhyme. That's flow. Identify your anchor. What is your strongest, most dominant feature? Is it your eyes, your bone structure, your smile? Your job isn't to minimize it, it's to ensure the other features support it. Your eyebrows should frame your eyes. Your hair should frame your face. You work with geometry, not against it. You are not a collection of separate pieces waiting for a grade. You are a complete, interconnected design. The goal was never to look like everyone else. The goal is to look like the most resolved, harmonious, and authentic version of you. Let me know your thoughts on this. Check out the Patreon for updates, detailed content, and if you want to understand how to increase your facial harmony. Try improving what you can, and make peace with what you can't. Thanks for watching.